Hey, welcome back to another video of Total Tesla. My name is Craig, and today we're doing a drive. I have to pick up, I bought a Ryobi pressure washer off of the Facebook Marketplace. And this is battery operated, so pretty excited about it. Been in the market for one for a while, so thought about doing a drive this morning. It's Sunday. It's temperatures about 73 degrees Sunday morning, and we're finally going to make it back into the 80s. It's been a unsettled weather pattern here in St. Louis with rain and thunderstorms lately, so finally got a nice day of weather. Hopefully it lasts today, because there's some thunderstorms supposed to come back rolling tonight, so we'll see. All right, so at this point here, I've got my navigation kind of set up. Right now I'm currently on FSD 13.2.9. Just got an update within the main software branch of 25.14.9. So, all right, so let's go into navigation. And I got, all right, so let's go. Now, for Sunday morning, traffic shouldn't be too bad. So today is June what? 8th? Is that what it is? What is today? June 8th? Yeah, June 8th. Lost what what day it was. So yeah. We're currently on hurry mode. The speed in this location, you've probably seen this many times, is 30. I'm going 34. So, if you did notice, the nag wasn't there at all. I was looking at my phone for a little bit and did not even beep or flash at me. So not much news taking place this past week in Tesla. It's been a quiet week, to say the least. Robotaxi coming up on June 12th. And from all accounts, it'll be unsupervised. I think they're going to have about 10 cars roll out. And it's going to be a low-key event. I think they're just going to put it out there. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to change the way people think about buying cars. If the cost comes so far down, why buy a car? But just in general, travel, safety. I mean, if you think about it from a safety perspective, how many people aren't able to drive will be able to get around? Of which I'm going to be doing a video soon with a good friend of mine. just bought a Model 3, and he would say he's a senior. But we're going to look at the perspective of being able to travel and having your own chauffeur